This is KCAL News Mornings.
The water's been up above our heads where we're standing right here.
The storm is here. Torrential rain has been pounding the Southland as an atmospheric river hits our region. Plus,
I'm not as worried as I was then. They're all ready. The Warwick City is just ready.
Southern California communities are bracing for what's expected to be a major rainmaker. And we also have a live look right now at our radar. We have a live picture outside as well where you can see the conditions out there. It is wet, and our Olga Espina has your detailed forecast coming up next. Good morning, I'm Kalina Estrinos. Welcome so much to KCAL News. We're streaming on CBS News Los Angeles. We're so excited to welcome you to our new studio, to our new home. But we have so much to talk about today. We have this bomb cyclone that's upon us right now. Moderate to heavy rain is expected for the next 6 hours. That is starting right now, and I know overnight I just heard all of the rain coming down. It felt like it was nonstop.
Yeah, and you know, it has just been steady rain this morning, and just in time for the debut of KCAL News Mornings, we are tracking a powerful storm. There is a live look at our satellite radar. You can see all that heavy rain becoming very widespread. Really, all of us are going to be impacted by this today. We are talking not just some rain, but also some snow. We have some gusty winds as well as elevated surf along the coastline. So we're going to experience some very treacherous conditions. If you are driving, definitely give yourself a little bit of extra time, because take a look at that satellite radar. We are seeing some pockets of heavy rain, downpours, dangerous conditions, and some very gusty winds for a lot of us. A lot of watches and warnings in place. I'm going to have all those details for you, take you through your morning in just a few minutes. Kalina.
Olga, thank you. 4:02 right now, and we do have team coverage this morning with our reporters spread out across Southern California. We're going to get back to Olga with her forecast coming up in just a second, but we do have breaking news to get to this morning. This is breaking news coming out of Burbank. We're learning that a large tree is down, blocking an Oak Street there and Beechwood Drive. This came down around 11 p.m. last night. Crews there are now working to remove that 40-foot tree, and Burbank police are now rerouting drivers in that area. We'll, of course, track that for you all morning. California, as you know, is under a state of emergency as this latest storm sweeps the state, and we're already seeing some flooding in the West Valley. So we have KCAL's Tina Patel joining us live right now in Van Nuys to show us what's happening where she is. Tina, good morning.
Good morning, Kalina. We are on the northbound or westbound 101 at Van Nuys, right before the connection with the 405. And I'm going to switch to our road cam so you can see we are right behind a Caltrans truck that is actually pulled over and closed a lane here because of the flooding on the 101. Now, just in front of that truck, we can see a Caltrans worker. It looks like they might be trying to clear a storm drain or get something so the water can start flowing down the storm drain and actually off of the roadway. But right now they've got this lane, right, the far right lane, closed while they work. There's a lot of pooling water here. So if you're going to be coming through this part of the 101 just before the 405, just want to give yourself a little bit of extra time, move over into the more left lanes to give these crews room to work. We have been driving around this morning, both on the freeways and on the surface streets, and the water is starting to pool in many areas. So we say it all the time when we have this kind of weather. If you are having to commute, we want you to give yourself extra time. Keep an eye on the roadways around you because there is some water that's starting to pool up. We're going to continue to drive around and see what we can find, warn you of the trouble spots so you know what you do as you head out the door this morning. Right now, we'll send it back to you.
Tina, thank you. An intense watch underway right now in San Gabriel Valley this morning. Rescue crews there are gearing up, and some homeowners are now putting up sandbags or hitting the road. KCAL's Cara Finstra and Doherty with the latest there. Cara, good morning.
Good morning. Yellow alert this morning, actually until tomorrow morning. You can see some of the K-rails here that have been put into place. There are about 25 homes here along Mel Canyon. You can see some of them here that are under that yellow alert. Volunteers went door to door to these homes yesterday, warning them that the hillsides above, which were scarred by the fish fire, could give way during today's rains. Now, they are not expecting major mud flows, but parked cars, trash cans not allowed on the street because they could become very dangerous if floodwaters move them. All right, take a look over in Azusa. Firefighters got their swift water rescue equipment ready to go. They do have extra crews patrolling all of the area burn scars throughout the San Gabriel Valley. Sandbags also have been put around vulnerable areas. Here in Duarte, neighbors remember the issues a major mud flow caused back in 2016 after a fire.
Not the very last storm, but the storm before this one, it poured. And I didn't think anything of it. I went into my backyard to pull some plants, and I fell in a sinkhole. All the way down to my knee here. So I'm not as worried as I was then. They're all ready. Duarte City is just ready.
And you can see some light rain coming down right now, some heavier rain. When I woke up, I live here in the San Gabriel Valley this morning, could really hear it coming down. It has let up during the early morning hours, but again, starting to fall at this point, and we are expecting much more today. So if you are going to be on the roads, be careful.